Most people believe that in order to improve your flexibility, mobility, fitness, strength, you need to set aside 30 minutes to an hour a day to work out, and that is how you do that. And I strongly disagree. In fact, I think that that is why so many people are immobile, inflexible, and lack strength. Because I think that sitting all day, and there's lots of studies to show, weakens our muscles, and that 30 minutes to an hour is just not enough. When our muscles have been pretty much atrophying all day, they've been tightening, they have been weakening, and they are just resting most of the time. And then we have like this one time a day, or a few times a week, where we actually work them and move them and get that blood flow going. You're not getting that proper blood flow when you are sitting for long periods of time, and that is just detrimental for your joint health and your muscle health. There's another way, and that is to intermittently practice mobility and flexibility throughout your day. So what I like to do is sit on the floor, and I practice different positions while I'm working, and I thought that I would share that with you guys. And there's other ways that I do this, I'll share that as well, where throughout the day I will pop up and do certain stretches, and I also do things like squats. I do all kinds of different movements, taking little breaks while I'm working. And I know that if you work in an office, it's a little bit different. But if you ever do find yourself in a place where you are working on a computer, make use of that time. So when I am working from home, I'm either at my standing desk, and that's also where I'm practicing, releves, squats. When you're standing, there's a lot of ways that you can kind of start doing like reverse lunges. You can start doing all kinds of different things, and I pop into handstands throughout the day too, just different things. But often when I want to sit down, I will kind of utilize my little coffee table. And there are 6 positions that I sort of alternate between, and I thought that I would share that with you guys. So the first one is to just work in Malasana. Now, if you cannot get your heels down here, simply roll a towel and pop that underneath your heels. And this is just a really incredible position to work in as well. It's very comfortable, and this is also something that everybody should be able to do with ease, right? So this is an optimal position for your hip mobility. It's amazing for low back pain. It's great for upper back too, because when you are lengthening the spine, sending that weight back, you're taking a lot of pressure off of your back. So as long as you are comfortable, don't obviously put yourself into a terribly uncomfortable position, sort of maneuver. And if your heels are up, you'll find that eventually they will come down. Your hips are going to loosen as you practice this and work like this. And your mind will get so focused on your work that you'll just get really used to being in this position. But I do recommend to change it up pretty much maybe every 10 minutes or so, and you can keep alternating in this little routine. So the next thing that I do is I come to a 45-90, so I've got a 45-degree angle in the front leg, 90-degree in the back, and I continue to work. There's a few things you can do here. You can kind of push your hip forward and relax it back down, so just getting some movement in as you work. You can lift that back leg. You can even do a little bit of a switch if you want to, just every now and then, getting that movement in while you're working. So incredible. Then of course just switch to the other side, and whatever you do on the one side, do on the other. Keep it equal, do a little bit of a switch, come back. Very nice. You can even lift up here, come back down, keep working. Excellent. And even just sitting in this position is really great. Another great option is butterfly position. So we're doing a nice external hip rotation here. Do make sure that you don't round too much as you're working, because it is easy to do that in this position. So you can also pop a pillow underneath your bum. Just have your knees out nice and wide, and just lift your spine up. Try to have good posture in this position. If you're doing a regular butterfly while you're working out, I wouldn't worry too much, but I don't really want you sitting like this for a long period of time. So nice straight spine in this butterfly position. And then you can just open up into, I don't have a lot of space because I've got a wall, a nice straddle. Again, you can start to tuck the tailbone in around the spine, push the shoulder blades away. Arch, so doing some cat-cow here while you're working. Amazing for your spine, your hips, your hamstrings, and all of it as well. And if this is too intense, just bend your knees, and you can do that same tucking in the pelvis and rounding the spine and all of that as well. And then another great one is to come into a figure 4. Now this one is quite difficult to sit in, but you can lessen the intensity. So if you just pop your right leg over your left, you'll have yourself sort of a figure 4. Now this can be quite intense, so just feel free to lift that knee as high as it needs to go, but this is a really nice stretch. For the glute, great hip opener. And then of course, just switch it out and keep alternating through those positions. And then the next one, which is my last one that I have and that I love to do, is the low lunge. So this is great to work with. You might have to lift up your computer a little bit, but of course, this is just a really, really nice position for the hips. And you can even kind of tuck the toe, lift up, come back down, keep working. So you can really just get some strength training in there as well and balance. And that way we are moving constantly throughout the day. You are not creating this terrible stagnation that is just terrible for your health. And if you want to see your mobility, flexibility, and strength improve drastically at an insane rate when you are practicing all of these things throughout the day regularly, that is when you see results that are just inexplicable, because we're not isolating our training to just like 1 hour a day or 1 hour 3 times a week. That's really going to take a very long time for you to see any results. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If this helped you at all, please do like, subscribe, share with a friend. I'm so happy that you took the time out of your day to learn how to better your body. That is really an amazing thing. If you're here, you want to be healthier, you want to feel better in your body, and that is a beautiful thing. A lot of people do not focus on that, so it's very important. So thank you for being here. I'm so excited to see you in the next one.